I know I say that every time I'm up here. But they are cute. Okay, I have a question. How many of you loved the music, the trombones? Raise your hand. They were so awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming. You just made my day. I love it. I want you guys to do something for me today, this afternoon, before nap time. Yes, I know, parents make you take naps. But I want you to try to do something for me. And parents, please promise me you'll take 5 minutes to do this with the kids. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine what heaven's going to be like. Imagine what your favorite thing in heaven's going to be. I can't wait to get to heaven and to hear what trombones and flutes and probably instruments we've never seen before is going to sound like all together. Okay? So try to imagine your favorite things. It's so much fun to do. Well, the story I'm going to tell you about today is something that happened to me not too long ago, just a couple months ago. And it was just an interesting thing. You remember when it was so cold and we were all freezing? Yeah, and it was really, really cold. Well, this one particular night, I went to bed, and you have to know, we have 3 cats, okay, and a dog, and many fish. But that's the point. We have 3 cats named Patches. She's a black and white cat. She looks like she has black patches on her. And she's quite an ornery cat. Then we have Stella, who's a black, long-haired kitty. And she loves everyone but me. And then we have Mooshgoo. And Mooshgoo, yes, I call her Mooshgoo. We also call her Crazy, because literally she's crazy, okay? And she's kind of a Siamese marked kitty, but she's gray with gray, gray markings, and then she has bright blue eyes. And sometimes they cross. And so it's pretty funny. Well, this one particular night, man, I was sleeping so good because I was in my nice warm bed. And all of a sudden I hear this scratch on my wall, and I wake up. I'm like, what is going on? Well, the way that our bedroom is, I have a wall that's right in between the living room where our entertainment center is, and then my bed's on that other side of the wall. I hear the cats just going nuts back behind my entertainment center. I'm like, oh, cats. Which cat is it? That's it. And I bang on the wall, tell them to quit, try to go back to sleep. Next thing I know, I hear wires and all kinds of noise. I'm like, oh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. What is going on with these kitties? So I get up, I go walking into the living room, and there's nothing more scary than to see 3 cats focused on one corner. Okay? Those cats were focused. And I'm like, oh, no. Not a mouse. That we cannot have a mouse. We do not have a mouse. There's no way we have a mouse. But I'm telling you, those cats were focused. Those tails, you know how they tip with their tails going? I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, okay, kitties, go get them. Get that mouse, kitty. And so I'm trying to look behind that entertainment center where I can't see a thing. So I'm standing there for about 20 minutes, and those cats, all of a sudden, I hear the mouse. I hear a little running across. I'm like, oh, there is a mouse. Oh, no, now what do I do? Okay. So I go, and I sit in my rocker. And I'm thinking, okay, I gotta make sure these cats get this mouse, because if the cats don't get the mouse, then the mouse is gonna be loose in the house. Oh, that's bad. So they're watching this corner of the entertainment center, and I'm watching this corner. I'm like, all of a sudden, I see this little bitty head pop out on the side where I am. I'm like, ah, mouse! I jump up over there, and that mouse was back inside. So I'm like, okay, kitties, I saw the mouse. So I went over and I grabbed Patches. Okay? Well, Patches was the most focused. Well, I knew if I took Patches to the other side of the entertainment center that she would see that mouse and she'd go, aha! And she'd go after it, right?
Yes.
So I pick up Patches. I carry her over to the corner. As I'm carrying her, she turns around, looks at me, and goes, and I'm like, Patches! And then she, oh, she's not happy with me. And I'm like, Patches, I know that the mouse is right here. And I'm going to sit you right here and you'll see that mouse. And I go to put her down and she turns around, tries to scratch me. I'm like, you dumb cat. So I put her there, okay? And she goes back to the other side of the entertainment center. And shortly after, as she's walking away, the mouse sticks its head out. It was almost like it was I was like, oh, what am I going to do? So I pick her up. So then, I was like, and then I set her back down. I was like, no, that's not a good idea. So I picked up Mushku, and I take her to the other side of the entertainment center. Mushku looks at me kind of cross-eyed, goes back over to the other side of the entertainment center, and that mouse pokes its head out at me again, and I go, ha! Scare the mouse back in. Oh, I knew this was going to be a long night. So I stood there till 7:30 a.m. because I was not going to let that mouse run away. So cats were on one side, I'm on the other side, and it was 4 long hours of guarding that mouse. I know. So then my husband, my hero, comes home. And I was like, we have a mouse. And he's like, okay, well, we'll just take care of it. Okay. So what are we going to do to get this little mouse? Well, he is so smart. This is why I get married, because he's smart. He said, why don't we get a shoebox, and we'll cut a little hole in the corner, stick it up against the entertainment center, and the mouse will just run in. Really? I could have done that hours ago. Okay, fine. So, we go find a shoebox. My husband, with his handy-dandy knife, cut this nice little hole in the corner. We stick it in, and he covered the one side, make sure the mouse didn't run out the other side. We stuck that box up to the side, and he put his hand back there, and you could see the little mouse. And he poked his head out once, and then scurried. And then he came over and kind of checked the box out, and he ran back. Then that third time, he just walked right in the hole. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I could have done this hours ago. So anyway, so then we took the little mouse. Now, we did not give it to the kitty cats. We did take it outside and let it loose. I didn't think the cats deserved the mouse after all they put me through. So we let that mouse go. But you know what? I want to tell you something. Sometimes we're like the cats. You know that? Sometimes we get so focused on something that we know it's right there. And God comes over and picks us up and says, I know that actually what you're needing is right over here. And as he's carrying us over there, sometimes we growl at him and we hiss. And he'll put us right there and we go right back to where we shouldn't be. Because God knows the better things over here, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to be like the kitty cats, do we? No. We want to let Jesus pick us up and move us wherever he wants to put us because he knows what's best for us. You guys can go back to your seats.